Hi and welcome to History's a Blast. We are in historic Bath, North Carolina, population 400 and some. The first town and the first port of the colony and state of North Carolina, founded in 1705. More famous as the last home of Edward Teach, Blackbeard the Pirate. There's historical buildings and an exhibit in the old high school across the street. So come along and let's see what we can get into. The early history of Bath was disturbed by political rivalry, yellow fever epidemics, Indian wars, and piracy. But after this period of turbulence ended, the town entered an era of peaceful development, and it was a trade center exporting naval stores, furs, and tobacco. It was the seat of government for Beaufort County, and in 1744 and 1752, the meeting place of the General Assembly. The political and economic importance of Bath declined after the county seat was moved to the town of Washington in 1785. Bath was also a haunt of the pirate Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard. Teach, a friend of Governor Charles Eden and Tobias Knight, his secretary, was privately encouraged by them in his piratical activities. He was killed by Lieutenant Robert Maynard of the British Navy in the fall of 1718. This is the old high school, now the historic Bath Exhibit Center. So this is the new exhibit center. It's only a year and a half old, so it doesn't show up in any of the trip reviews. You have a nice little 2-minute slideshow to introduce you to the town, and then you go into the exhibits.
On a small peninsula between Bath and Back Creeks, a mile north of the wide Columbia River.
They don't want you to touch.
It says do not sit.
Oh, do not sit.
Yeah.
But you can touch.
You can touch.
Furs. Oh yeah, there we go. Resources. Pottery shards. Oh boy. Enough to warm the cockles of an archaeologist's heart. Oh, here's a big chest. Holy cow. Nice. Stand next to it, Debbie. I want to get a perspective. Isn't that big? Carey's Rebellion. Here's the political controversy that was mentioned, followed by a yellow fever epidemic, apparently. Early government. Flintlock musket. Okay, there's the Tuscarora War with the natives. Raided settlements. So there was Indian conflict. As we mentioned, Bath was the last home of Edward Teach, the famous Blackbeard the Pirate, his ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge. But what we don't know a lot about is the Queen Anne's Revenge was actually a French slave ship, La Concorde, that had made at least 3 voyages from West Africa to the French Caribbean. And he seized, Blackbeard and his crew seized La Concorde in the Caribbean on its 3rd slave voyage. And they were later sold. Researchers are working to discover the fate of the other 81 people. Now, among the historic structures in town, there are 3 residences: the Vanderveer House, the Bonner House, and the Palmer Marsh House. The Palmer Marsh House and the Bonner House are both open for guided tours at $2 per person per house, which is quite a bargain. We were in those houses for 2 hours with a very knowledgeable guide. Here are some of the interior scenes. That's it for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video and will take time to view some of our other ones.